Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick shots with Billy Antonio. Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks. Welcome back, man. Episode 141 of the Brick Shots U. Tonio and I are doloing it tonight, or would it be duo doing? Anyway, it's just me and him today. That's what I was essentially trying to say. Hey, follow us on Instagram at Brick Shots U. Y'all are going to see our predictions for tomorrow nights, and we'll have some snippets of the show on our Instagram, so follow Brick Shots U. Join the Brick Shots U group on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube, too. I'm still in the name change. It's still giving me a hard time. I don't know what else I really got to do. I might have to see if changing my address or something is like that's kind of one of the things it's giving me. But we're gonna get into this week big time college football upsets. We got a lot to kind of uncover in that. Next week's matchups with Texas and Arkansas and Tennessee and Georgia are going to be some pretty big games, especially with reference to the playoff. Our NFL matchups, we'll go over some of the games from last week. We're going to talk about how the Bears are still ass. The Jets are mega ass. And the Saints getting their dub without their head coach. Then they'll look forward to next week's matchups with the Ravens and Steelers, see if Lamar can finally get a dub against the Steelers. Bills, Kansas City. Then we'll do Bengals and Chargers. That may be the most underwhelming, exciting game we've seen in a while. Like I said earlier, tomorrow's game with Philadelphia and Washington, we'll get into that. We'll talk about Clay's homecoming in Golden State, and then Embiid coming back from his suspension and injury. I got quite a lot to say about that. But first, Tonio, let's talk about this bracket. We're going to do what we did last week. I thought it was actually pretty fun, taking us off camera for a second, just so the fans can see the bracket and see what we are talking about. How do you feel about this?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? That's 2 weeks in a row.
The BYU one, bro. They
Tonio.
barely. I told you, Billy. I said, bro, Utah is gonna be hard, bro.
Hold on, Tonio. The bracket has them that high because they are division winners.
They ain't won the division yet, Billy.
But that's what that's what it is right now.
I don't care, Billy. I don't care, bro. After going into Utah, pull it back up.
I'm pulling it up. I'm sorry.
Damn, Billy. I know we don't bash the refs, bro, but the refs, somebody slipped the ref $5, $10. Hey, bro, give me this defensive holding. That should have been fourth down.
Tonio, I am now on let's bash these refs. I'm fully on board with this 100%.
Okay. All right.
This is getting out of here.
That's terrible. They robbed Utah. They robbed Utah.
Yep.
Utah's defense played great for a whole straight quarter. Their offense didn't give them shit, but the defense played straight.
They were still winning.
A straight quarter, bro. Your defense locked down. And on fourth down, on an uncatchable ball, you call defensive holding. And now Big Mo did what Big Mo do, bro.
Yeah.
He moved. So yeah, I don't like BYU there, and we'll talk about later why I think they won't be there at all. But they might. They might. No, I don't think they will. Other than that, I don't know if I like Miami at number 4 after dropping to Georgia Tech.
Division winner, Tonio.
I still don't care.
I got
drop the Georgia Tech, bro. Because I think we want to see the best matchups possible, and I don't think Miami should be out. But if Georgia Tech, who's played really well this year, that's their second upset, starting with Florida State. But if Georgia Tech giving Miami, and we have seen Miami in dogfight after dogfight, bro. Are they number 4 worthy? Like, will Boise State or Ohio beat the dog shit out of them, and then we just wasted time? Like, I don't know. Still don't like.
You can't argue because the four of the division winners. I don't understand. I don't know if maybe I'm just tripping and not understanding what you're saying. But you can't take it and be like, oh, Ohio State's the number 4 seed. That's just not how it's working.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. You're just so hold on. So let me break it. Let me break this down a little further. So are you saying the 12-team playoff should still be rankings? The conference winners shouldn't matter. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, no, they should. But
You don't think they should get first? You don't think they should deserve the bye?
Man, that's where it's tough at, bro. Because
you see what I'm saying?
Because look at Indiana, bro. Indiana, do they not deserve to be up there, bro?
Their strength of schedule, Antonio, is 100, man. Even Boise State, and especially even Miami, who you're bashing on, has still a top 50 strength of schedule.
I get it. I don't like Notre Dame still being that high. I get it. They got the one Texas A&M win,
but they have the worst loss of any team on this list.
They have the Northern Illinois loss, bro.
Yep.
Can't forget that.
At home.
Yeah. Can't forget that, bro. I can't forget that. Me being biased, I think Ole Miss should have dropped in the top 10 just because of who they beat and how we beat them. It wasn't close, Billy.
No, I get you real fast too on that Notre Dame stuff. Hey, Notre Dame is going to get left out of this 12-team playoff. They haven't played fucking anybody. They did beat Texas A&M. I don't give a shit. That win means nothing when you have that Northern Illinois loss. And I don't know how the committee's ranking it, but if I'm sitting on the committee, that loss absolutely eats that big W. That I don't give a shit.
It does. It's the worst. It's the worst loss by far.
Unless hold on, I got one more. If A&M wins the SEC, which they still have a shot, there's a billion scenarios. If A&M does win the SEC and Notre Dame's win over an SEC champion, I think that. You know what I'm saying? So are you going to be cool if they let them in?
Yeah, but they're going to get throttled.
Only if A&M wins.
Because I still feel like A&M will beat Texas end of the year.
Okay.
And Texas, but does Texas fall out? I don't know.
Because that would be Texas's what? Second loss?
Yeah.
Do you put Alabama in? Here's my thing with Antonio. I think you and I, number 5, Ohio State at number 5 is still good. I think that's fine. Yeah. They have the best loss on the road at Oregon, who's number 1 by 1 point, right? I think you should switch Ole Miss and Penn State. Penn State, the one hard game they had at home, and they lost. So I would put Penn State at 11. I would move Ole Miss to 6.
I see, and that's the thing. I don't think I would put Alabama at 6 and put Ole Miss at 9. I still think I don't like the way we lost to Kentucky. We shouldn't have, because realistically, Billy,
the
two games we took L's on, we should have won. Like shoulda, woulda, coulda. But where would we be? Will we be number 2 if we would have won those games? Probably not.
Oregon beating Ohio State is a big one, man. But if Ole Miss beats, I still think Oregon would be number 1. Y'all would probably be number 2. You're probably right about that.
So that's where we is with that. So we did take those L's. So I'm humble, bro. Put us at number 9. Put us inside the top 10. Alabama, the team that beat us, LSU. Alabama went and into Death Valley and fucking destroyed them.
Yeah.
So you got to put them up there, bro. Because they still, like I said, I think Nick Saban been on the sidelines more or something. It's like, hey, bro, don't embarrass me the year after I turn y'all over.
This is my field now.
Yeah. Tennessee, I could see Tennessee at 6. They beat Bama.
Yep. But it was in Knoxville.
They beat them.
Every one of their tough games, Tonio, has been at home. At home. I think if they beat Georgia, now we're in something weird. But if they lose, Tonio, the SEC, I don't know what you do with the SEC, because now you have all these two-loss teams, and don't sleep on South Carolina either. That's a crazy scenario.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the committee, like, bro, some of these 2-loss SEC teams still better than most of these teams on this board.
Yeah.
What do you do with that? But I think Notre Dame should switch with like Boise, bro.
Yeah.
Because
and just let them know they're hanging on.
Yeah, I mean, just because of that Northern Illinois loss.
It's so bad.
Boise made a game with Ohio State, bro. Or Oregon. Like with Oregon, bro. So
yeah.
I think Indiana deserves to be higher. I know you say strength of schedule, but they ain't lost. They haven't lost. I do think Alabama, the way they beat the shit out of LSU, that says in Death Valley, that says something. I think Texas shouldn't be number 2, bro. Because if you go to their strength of schedule, SEC wise, I know we talking about country wise, bro, but you go to, bro, the best SEC team they played, they got their shit kicked in.
Yep.
Like bad.
And then even I watched a lot of that Florida game more than most people. I'm glad Billy Napier is he's going to get one more year. Having your quarterback hurt. Tonio, did you know they had 4 DBs that didn't play that game? Their top 4 DBs didn't play. And everybody's like, see, Texas lit them up. And it's like, bro, you didn't have 4 corners starting. You got
4 starting corner too, bro. Like,
yes, that's what I'm saying. Well, no. So they're 2 starting corners because they run that weird defense with 2 safeties, the 4 linebackers, the 1 quote unquote nickel guy. And then their 2 backups are also hurt. It was just there was no way.
He was fighting with an unloaded gun, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I don't, bro. I still think Texas. I think Texas has to play Kentucky. They still got to play
Texas
A&M. Bro.
Yeah.
And I want to say Texas got to play South Carolina. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. But if they, bro, either one of them can be L's, bro. So I don't think Texas deserves to be at number 2. I get it, bro, but their strength of schedule, trash. Oklahoma being the second best.
So they play at Arkansas this week. They play Kentucky. They get them at home, and then they go to Kyle Field to play A&M for the last game of the season.
See, bro, I don't know about Arkansas, but maybe Arkansas will give them a game. Like, I think Arkansas is a better SEC team than Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma's the worst SEC team, though.
And that's what I'm saying. So maybe they give them a game, bro. You see what it takes. A lot of these coaches seen what it takes, bro. Hey, bro, their offensive line can't hold up if you continually send blitzes, bro.
Yeah, but Sark is smart enough to know that. Yeah,
but Sark was smart enough to know what Kirby was gonna do too, and he couldn't do shit about it. He played Kirby multiple times, Billy. Beat him. Yeah. Beat him. I mean, but if you ain't got the personnel, it's just like our boy we're gonna talk about later. If you ain't got the personnel, what the fuck you gonna do about it? So I'm just interested because as we get into the show, bro, we're gonna talk about like future shit. Because a lot of them people that we see now probably not gonna stay in. But I don't think anybody threatens Miami in the ACC for real. I thought it was gonna be Clemson. I thought Clemson was making like a little comeback, but they not. So I don't know. I don't know who plays in the ACC championship game. Ooh.
SMU looks pretty okay. I don't know if they have the dogs to go against Miami like that.
That's what I'm saying. But it ain't really took dogs. But it's just I think Cam Moore's greatness is also Miami's weakness because he's so lackadaisical. But they also can't run the ball for shit. So.
If you're on that Miami team, dude, and you see how much better Cam is, and I wonder, like, I like that you said that because I wonder if I'm an offensive lineman for that team and Cam's just kind of, I'm better, I'm good, I got it, don't worry about it. Like, am I now saying like, oh, don't worry about it, I got it, I got it. Yeah, but then you're playing a little more lackadaisical and you're getting beat because you're just like, shit, we'll make it up, no big deal. It's being like, fuck, we're not.
I mean, because how many times they done did that this year? Really? It's been a lot of times where they've been down or going to OT, and he's just like,
no big deal. I'm not tripping. Don't worry about it.
So, I don't know. SMU might, but I doubt it. Indiana, I don't know if anybody threatens them for a loss.
So here's my thing with Indiana, and this was the last thing I want to do before we get into the matchups. If Indiana goes to Ohio State and gets fucking beat down, I think they don't deserve to be close to the top 12 because they still haven't played anybody. The one team they played, they got fucking the brakes beat off of. It's just like with A&M, or excuse me, it's just like with Notre Dame. You don't deserve to be in here with that loss, dude. I'm sorry, you don't. Now, that's a better loss. Don't get me wrong, it's a better loss, but you can't just be ignoring those strengths of schedule when we get to that point.
Yeah. But what if it's close? What if they lose, but it's close?
if it's close, I think you might have an argument. But with that being said, if we look at it in this aspect, do you think Indiana could beat Penn State?
Maybe. They beat Michigan.
And Michigan ain't the same. It's not the same this year.
But do you think Michigan still get Ohio State a game and they get blown the fuck out?
Not a chance. With Ohio State's number one with their pass rush and their run stopping ability, Michigan already can't throw the ball. You put them down 20. What are they going to do?
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, and I know it's not the same team, but they still got Devin Edwards, who just last year 6 carries, 200 yards.
Yeah,
again, and they couldn't throw the ball last
year. Yeah,
so I get it. But it's a rivalry. It's a rivalry game, Billy. So they gonna get up for it. And in my head, last 3 years in a row, or how many? 2 years in a row, 3, 2.
This is
going on the fourth year. This will be the fourth time if they win. So 3 years in a row, bro. I'm big bro now. That's why I go in there. Like if I'm Moore, I'm playing the film. Like, hey, offensive line. This is what they're gonna do. This is how they're gonna blitz. Same coach. It's still Ryan Day. Yeah.
So let's get into some of the losses. I'm going to cover them real quick. So Georgia loses to Ole Miss. We'll definitely get into that. Miami loses, and Bama beats the brakes off of LSU. What's the most significant loss, Tonio?
Georgia.
Why?
Because it's Georgia. That loss probably. Actually, that might be the most significant win. So, loss-wise, let's see.
That's a different question now.
It's Miami then.
Okay.
Because now the questions raise in. I'm sorry I answered incorrectly because it's a more significant win. It's Miami, bro, because we've seen them in dogfights. And then you go lose to Georgia Tech, who not sorry, but
you at home, you lost.
Yeah, I think it was
on the road. It was on the road.
I think you're a 10-point favorite in this game, and you just lose. I think that's, like I said, it don't hurt the brand of Miami because y'all been asked, right? You've been asked for like since 2004, 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah.
So
right after the great year, just boop.
Yeah. Right. So y'all back. You know, it's better season. This is probably gonna be y'all first 10-win season in a grip. But now them doubters coming in and saying, like, yo.
See, we told you.
Yeah. This Miami of old, bro.
Yep.
All that flair up front, now they gonna lose again. So I think it's them. Might be for LSU as well, though, because they have no chance in hell in making the playoffs now. Like, they got the smallest, like, 0.23%.
Right. I just want to throw that. They got a chance. There's a way this will break down for them to get in there.
So what do you think? What do you think the one was?
No, so I was going to go with Georgia's loss because that puts 2 losses at Georgia. But that win over Texas is so important. And I think with Georgia having 2 losses, it's not going to – I don't know how to say it the right way, but that win is going to equate or is going to be way more equivocal than the losses. So it's hard for me to see Georgia out of it. But then if you go back to last year with the 1 loss in the SEC championship by an inch, you still didn't put them in. So is a 2-loss Georgia non-conference winner going to get in because of that win at Texas? And then because if Texas wins the SEC, they get in. But you have Georgia who has a victory over a conference champion, and this is what we talked about. They have to get in. And then if you want to go back, because now I'm thinking maybe BYU was a pretty significant win because let's say BYU runs the table, and then SMU wins the ACC. Excuse me. BYU now they have a victory over a. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Now BYU has a victory over an ACC champion who's getting a first-round bye. So now we're looking at this of, all right, well, what was the best win? And then now you're getting into it, does Indiana still deserve to be there, even with the close Ohio State loss? Did they deserve to be in over Georgia? Fuck no. But how's the committee going to look at it? And I think that's where it gets nitty and gritty.
This is why I had to say it was more important for Ole Miss to win that game than Georgia to lose it, because Georgia still has to play number 17, and they'll probably beat Tennessee. They beat Tennessee. Now you got to be like, well, they got a win over the number 2 team, number 17. And let's just say Texas, for sake of argument, let's say they drop 2, Kentucky and Texas A&M. You can't not put Georgia in there, bro. But even if they don't drop 2, let's just say for the sake of argument, like I said, we get in there. We're gonna get in and talk about the conferences later.
Yeah. But
if BYU or Boise drop a loss, they out. Indiana drop a loss, they out for sure. Georgia's getting in there, dude. And we gotta. I know what you're saying about last year, 1 loss, but now it's 12 teams. Yeah. There's no way you keep Georgia outside of the top 12 if BYU loses and Indiana loses bad to Ohio State.
Yeah.
And what do you do with Tennessee?
If
is Tennessee undefeated now?
No, they lost to Arkansas.
Exactly. So now you're trying to say the second worst team in the SEC, y'all lost to them, or third worst. Now I feel like Vandy better than them.
No, it's the top bottoms. The bottoms are Oklahoma and Florida. No, Oklahoma, Kentucky, and Florida.
Yeah. So where's Arkansas? 4th, or is it Missouri?
4th, maybe 5th. Maybe I'm missing the team still.
Even though they're in the bottom
Mississippi 5. Mississippi State's god awful.
Yeah, they number 1. Gotta be the worst team.
Yeah.
Fuck State. Just one of the people fans that's Mississippi State fans. Let y'all know. Fuck. Bro. So if they beat Tennessee, Georgia, I'm not worried about Georgia, but
yeah,
because they beat Tennessee, and then it's like, yeah, we can't keep them out this year, bro.
Yeah, but now Tennessee has 2 losses. Do you keep Tennessee or do you keep Texas out?
Yeah, but just think. I said without Texas losing. Let's say Texas don't lose. Tennessee lost to Arkansas, dog. Georgia lost to Alabama and Ole Miss.
Or in Ole Miss, excuse me, yeah. With a victory.
What's the worst loss, baby? Arkansas or Ole Miss or Alabama?
Yeah. But then Alabama lost to Vandy, who's better than Tennessee, I guess. But that's where it gets kind of where does the committee fall with it?
It just depends, bro. And I think, and we'll talk about it soon here, but
yeah,
I think Kirby got more pull than anybody over there at Tennessee right now.
Well, we'll see it. We'll see in 3 weeks for that final one.
Yeah.
But let's get into let's talk about Georgia's loss a little bit, man. Kirby Smart, he's been getting into some hot water, and that we haven't really talked about it, but he's been getting into some hot water. Tonio, you want to talk about the issues real quick about how he's in this hot water?
Oh, I've been pulling some shit this year, bro. It started with the Mississippi State game where he pushed the player that was running out of bounds. And we're like, yo, Kirby, what's up with you? Normal coach, Billy, they fine. Maybe he was suspended. That's Kirby Smart. I lost. At this time, I lost 2 games in 2 years, back-to-back national champion. Get the fuck out of my face. So, it comes to this Ole Miss loss. And in a press conference, he says, yeah, this guy's an idiot about his own player, Billy. Now, like I told you in the pre-show, if your coach cussing you out on the sideline, that's cool. That's deserved. That's warranted. But to get in the interview and to be like, yeah, that's a fucking idiot. That's insane. That's insane, Billy, for a head coach, bro. Like, especially when you got coaches be like, hey, come at me. I'm a man. I'm 40. But then you got Kirby's just like, yep, he's an idiot. Yeah, I'm calling it.
Well, now that they're making money, can you do it now?
I mean, I don't know, Billy, because they still kids.
So, Tonio, they are still kids. You're right. Now, when you're jumping up and down in celebration with the other team, I don't care how tight you are. You save it for later. You can't do it while you're still in uniform, if that makes any sense.
I ain't mad at him. I wish I was in Oxford too, carrying the goalpost through town. I ain't mad at him, bro. It's a lot of shit as a coach. I think you can teeter-totter the line with, but you can't. Like I said, hey, sit your dumb ass down on the sideline. Cool. You in front of every camera in the world, and you just say it like, yeah, it's a fucking idiot. Okay, then. All right, well, Kirby thinks he's an idiot. Then that leads to more, like, you have these soft-ass football players, and they, like, allegations start coming out. Well, yeah, y'all seen what Kirby called us an idiot. It was way worse. Shit like that, bro. You open yourself up for shit like that to happen, bro. So I think it's crazy. But I could be tripping. Am I tripping?
I think you are a little bit. As I didn't say the pre-show, but I thought about it as we're doing the show, and I'm like, they're getting paid. You kind of, when Mike Gundy did that, they weren't getting paid, so he was right. This is a student athlete, goes to school, does the right thing, blah blah blah. Now you got this, and I don't know how much this kid's making. Maybe he's making nothing, but
exactly. So everybody not getting paid,
but he can. That's the difference. He can make something. So maybe Kirby's just showing you, like, hey, you need to take, like, a lot of the NFL guys talk about it, especially in Raw Room. You'll hear Coach Aaron Bates, you'll hear Javen Collins, King Dunlap. You'll hear them talk about, even after a loss, you don't key on the fucking plane ride around coach. Like, you can get them fired, dude, and they'll be out of here. And now they ain't got a job. They don't got a way to support their family. You're out here coking and joking. But in college, maybe it's a little different. Kirby has some tenure, and maybe it's like a little like, coach ain't going to get that mad. Maybe Kirby's not like a Nick Saban militant, very do this. So maybe he thought he'd get away with it. Maybe this is Kirby's way of showing, like, nah, this still ain't how it's going to work here. Because think about the other issues with Kirby.
I guarantee you, loss or not, nobody in Alabama stupid enough to do that. That little motherfucker got a temper. I don't know about Kirby, but that little bit of motherfucker that said, "What is this shit on live TV?" Yeah, he got a temper. Love when Pat and Nick's pair up too. That's like, what is this shit?
I will say Pat on game day was acting a fool. The first 5 minutes, you already have this crowd screaming, "Suck that tiger dick, bitch," on ESPN of all shows to have.
Pat taking it down through there, bro. I know they ratings are out the roof, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Do you say anything to Pat, or are you just like,
no, keep going? Pat and Stephen A pretty much say whatever the fuck they want to.
Yeah, hey, next episode we should really get into the division and ESPN with that, but we'll do that. Yeah. We'll do that for another show. Let's talk about actually, before we get into the Colorado Texas Tech, Tonio, you want to do a new segment for the people. I think it's gonna be really fun. We're kind of going back to our roots and when the show kind of started, and hitting people in the heartstrings and where a lot of stuff actually matters.
All right, so me and Billy was heavy advocates for HBCU, and we don't want y'all to think that we fell off of that. ESPN just didn't honor their side of the deal when they said, "Hey, we're gonna show HBCUs on prime ESPN channels." They're not doing that.
Nope,
they're not doing that at all. But
the SEC deal really trumped that whenever they did that.
Yeah, so now it's just like, I catch you when I can, or you on ESPN News or something. It's just weird.
Yeah, but the last HBCU, it was like 3 weeks ago. I want to say it was Florida A&M and Texas Southern, maybe. I might be tripping on the teams, but it was weeks ago, and that was the one game I caught because it was on ESPN News.
Yeah, see, and it's just like
no, ESPNU, not News, ESPNU.
Yeah, so it was crazy, but probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite HBCU, probably my favorite, Jackson State University at homecoming this week, and it goes down with the Sonic Boom, and they play a rendition this week. They also beat the fuck out of Mississippi Valley State 51-14. But they play a rendition of what I think is the best album out right now to date. So we're just gonna show y'all how HBCU bands get down. So, if you don't know, that was Big X the Plug's Law and Order. And when I say they killed it, Billy, you heard those horns, bro? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're gonna try to do this every week. Go out, find best HBCU band clip of the week, and just showing HBCUs some love. Just letting them know, yeah, we still down with y'all. We wrote a letter to ESPN for y'all and everything. See what's up with this, bro. But yeah, bro, let's get into another video really quick since we talking Colorado, Texas Tech, bro.
Now somebody, I got messengers. God bless him though, man. He's a great coach. He did a great job. God bless him. He can take their shots. They won. I don't shoot. I don't do that. They won. Excuse me? Well, I think the film is going to speak for itself when they watch the film with their position coaches and as the offense and the defense. But singularly, you're able to pull some guys aside and pick them up and highlight some of the good things that they did. Everyone didn't play bad. Everyone didn't play bad. That's not the good. Every coach didn't coach bad. You know, that's not the case as well. But we got some work to do, and you better get us right now. Because I like what I see. I love I know I have on shades, but I can see the future, and it looks really good. So I'm excited about it. I really am. Thank you. God bless you all, man. Be safe.
Well, Billy,
Obviously that was last year.
That was last year, Billy. But just expanding off what he said, you can go in the video. The dude asked him like, "Hey, what positions you think stood out? What position didn't?" I know you was trying to hear what he asked him.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Well, Billy, we know what it was last year. More the offense. It was the trenches, Billy.
Yep,
it was the trenches. They sucked on.
A baited question. If that was the question, that's what I was trying to look for, was a baited question, and that's what it was. Yeah.
And he answered it. It's fine, bro. He media trained.
Yeah.
But Billy, let's talk about what they asked him. Hey, so what do you want to do? And he said, well, every position didn't play bad. Well, if you look in that game, Oregon beat the hell out of them. Shedeur still had 300 yards. Like, you know, Travis Hunter didn't even play on that. I don't think Travis Hunter played. Shiloh had 2 forced fumbles. Like, the receiver room, they were getting yards, just couldn't score because Shedeur also got sacked 8 times, 10 times, something like that. So now you fast forward it, Billy. Our whole offensive line is switched. The whole entire offensive line. Now we're not number 1 in the country for sacks. And then he said all the coaches didn't coach well. All right. Well, Billy, you look at it. We went and got, well, not we, I'm saying, but I'm talking to ass Colorado. Well, we switched out. They got blew the fuck out. Well, let's go get a new defense coordinator. Somebody with some NFL experience. Rob Livingston has that defense looking totally better.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, the offense was stagnant. Let's get somebody. If our offensive line gonna be trash, well, let's run plays that'll make them. Let's highlight our skill sets, like our receivers, get our running backs out. Well, look at them now. Shedeur, a Maxwell finalist, bro. So they doing that, but the offensive line is better. Defensive line, they said we need to switch that out. They're 6th in the country, Billy.
Yep.
In sacks. 6th.
Yeah. 6th.
Hey, man. You go get Warren Sapp. personally, he be saying some questionable stuff, but it don't got shit to do with his play at all. He was him. He was him when he played.
That's all.
You put that together with that other defensive line coach who also played in the league, who's a little bit. If you watch the well-off videos, I think he way meaner to them than Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp's like the cool coach.
Yeah, he's like the one you hope gets like sees that you fucked up and he helps you out. Yeah,
because the other coach, hey, bro screamed at him one time. Yeah, like till his voice was gone. Man up, get some nuts. Like, hey, bro, this is live, dog. You don't care.
Hit you with that. Are you scared of him? Are you scared of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the offensive coordinator, he was offensive lineman. He like, damn, y'all don't want to be fucking physical? Man, get out here and put somebody on the fucking ground. Bro, so you get them coaches that like demanding. And now we seeing more switches from this coach, this offensive line coach. Bro, we seen Hank get benched 3 times this year. That's a starting center. Yep. And Shador's praised him. He's had him on his show.
Yeah.
But, hey, you can't get the snap to 2. You out of here. You got this walk-on freshman.
He was excited to get in that fucking game too.
And he started last game. No sacks allowed.
Yeah. Jordan
Seaton. Everybody was like, oh, he's a freshman. He's a finalist for best lineman in the country now.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, Tonio, you're just spewing off these wonderful stats for Colorado, and it's Deion still has these detractors, and it's something I don't understand. He wouldn't do this if he was at a bigger program. It's like, no, don't change it now because
it's the goalpost, bro.
Just say that you don't want Deion to do well because you don't like how he coaches or how he brings up and how he brings the media and shit like that. What's so hard about saying? I could respect you so much more if that's just what you come out and say, and that's fine. If you don't like how Deion's coach, that's fine.
And let's just be real, Billy. They don't like it because of the way he turned it around. 1-11, 4-6, 7-2. That's a fast turnaround.
Yeah.
And he went in the portal. But Billy, I'm a fan of the portal because look at what we did. Look at Ole Miss, bro. Knicks. Oh my God. Where's the video, Billy? Where is the video? Because we gotta play it. I know we're going back, but we gotta play it because you saved it. But let me see. Right here, bro. What did Nick say?
From you about Lane Kiffin. What was it?
I've never made a quote about Lane Kiffin, so it wasn't from me.
How was that? Because Ole Miss might go this year. This might be
Ole Miss is going to be good. Ole Miss is going to look like a big-time program up front, which has always been their issue. I mean, they lost to us in Georgia last year because they couldn't match up front. Skill-wise, quarterback-wise, they can match up with anybody. Now they've recruited some guys through the portal to shore up the offensive line. They got a better defensive line. They're going to look like an SEC team up front, which is going to make them very dangerous. And I'm telling you, Lane is one of the best play callers in the country. I mean, he did a great job for us when he was with us. And guy always knows what to call next. And he can take advantage of a defense as well as anybody.
So really, you see the video, you see go to college football, talking about what we did in the portal. So why ain't nobody mad at Lane? Deion went and did the same thing, not as big of a margin, but he went and got the people that fit him right then, right there, out the portal. Why they mad at Deion? Because of how fast he did it, bro. Like, and that's the only reason why, bro. It ain't a color thing. It ain't none of that. Because if, let's just say Tom Brady wanted to coach a college team, you don't think people come and play with Tom Brady, bro?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, I mean, I get it, bro. Y'all hate the way he did it, but this is not traditional football no more. It's not traditional football, and I got a video about Deion. When we get into the NFL, you let me know. But I really want to talk about the class and the respect that Deion and Joey had for each other, bro. That was just something to see. Like, you know, you see a lot of times where coaches really don't fuck with nobody. But Deion had high praises and Joey for him. Like, and Bucky said Joey came to him after the game and said, "Hey, bro, y'all go win it all." What other coach you know doing some shit like that, bro? Nobody, bro. So Deion said he talked to Joey on a weekly basis about this whole because he said he's still, you heard the video. I'm new to this. I'm true to this, but I'm new to it. So he still lean on Joey to figure out, like, hey, what's up with this? How we can do this? Because this shit hard, Billy. Because think about it. How good they are. See, last year, you didn't have to worry about it. But now they good this year, so they'll be playing in December. Well, signing day this year is December 4th, Billy. So you still got to be great and then tackle getting the recruits you – because he said in the interview, bro, we thinking 2 years out.
Yeah,
we looking for players 2 years out, bro. So I just want. It's probably time. Stop hating on them. It's probably time, bro. But once we get in the NFL, I think these people might have had something. He said something about it today, but people say a lot. And I ain't saying he a liar, but you talk the right way to certain people about certain things.
Yeah,
you can get them to do what they need to do. So what's next, Billy? Or what team we talking about now?
Well, I wanted to talk about the Colorado Texas Tech game.
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say again, I think it's crazy. Because I got some texts about Joey and people were just like, hey, why is Deion giving this guy such praises? You got to remember too. So Joey did go from high school to college, but he was a linebacker coach with Matt Rule at Baylor for a while.
Yeah.
Then he moved to tight ends. Then he got to be an assistant head coach. And I think people who don't know the game of football, who just watch and just kind of understand some things or whatever, see, as an assistant head coach, people don't understand you get to sit and you get to learn a lot of shit from these head coaches.
And you're doing a lot, Billy. You're doing a lot, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then when Matt Rule left for Carolina, Dave Aranda, after that, the Joe Burrow season, when Dave Aranda got to Baylor, he asked Joey, he was like, please stay. I do not want you gone. Dave Aranda fired 6 other defensive assistants except Joey McGuire, put him back at tight ends, and again, assistant head coach to Dave Aranda, and that's with a brand new guy. And I think that's what shows you that Joey McGuire is somebody who's going to stick around, or not stick around necessarily, but is willing to give information because he's received. Joey talks glowingly about every other.
And people got to think, I don't know who texted you, but people got to think, and not to toot y'all horns or nothing like that, but shout out to you, shout out to Dre, shout out to Darren, shout out to everybody played football in high school in Texas. Texas high school football is a business too.
It's different.
And with Deion saying, yo, he's the grand poobah of football out here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's big. That's big. Like, you setting up 7-on-7s, people calling you to get people. That's huge, Billy. So that shit means something. That means something. Like, and then like you said, bro, just think about going back to Deion. But think about when he was having them surgeries and Coach Hart, his linebackers coach, his homeboy, who was the assistant head coach and the linebackers coach.
Yeah.
Well, he was running the program. So you do a lot as an assistant head coach, bro. Like, you do a lot. The praise is necessary, bro. Because he turned around Texas Tech. Texas Tech was god awful just a year ago as well.
Yeah.
Just a year ago as well.
Well, hold on. No, last year Texas Tech was last year we didn't do so hot. Joey's been there. This is his 3rd year at Texas Tech. His first year at Texas Tech, he beat Texas and Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
they were awful. You're right. Last thing about Joey McGuire. I know I kind of harp on it a little bit, but those 7-on-7 camps, and again, people who haven't played like big time high school football are the ones that lie and pretend that, oh, I could have gone D1 and blah blah blah. No, you couldn't have. Number one. But those 7-on-7 camps, dude, those are big fucking deals because I don't know if it's like this in Mississippi, but so your 7-on-7 camps, right? It's called the 7-on-7 camp, but your linemen are on the other field where it's still a team camp. No, I know. I'm just talking to the fans necessarily. But that's also that brings into the whole array of what's going on. That brings into so many programs and what you can do for communities and for who's going to these schools. Because you could say, oh, well, Deion Sanders' kids went to Cedar Hill. But think about all the other kids that weren't Deion Sanders' kids that went to Cedar Hill, that was looking for a way out of there, and they got it through football. And I think that's a bigger thing. And people, I know I'm on a tangent, but remember last year that Colorado State and Deion shit where they were like, look how disrespectful Deion is. No one talked about how disrespectful old fucking Buddy was at Colorado State. No one gave a fuck about him. being disrespectful as fuck. It was all about
or his wife talking shit about Shador. Like,
yes, and it's like, and I'll say this again, and I've said it 100 times. The way Coach Prime runs that program is exactly like Nick Saban ran Alabama.
Yeah.
No, bro, he doesn't let you wear fucking white socks. That's crazy, dude. No earrings in this building. All in the everyone talks about Shadur's watch. You know why the watch is such important? Because he doesn't wear earrings in the building. That's the one thing he can wear, and his chains also. But
yeah,
those are things. And Joe McGuire did the same thing. You had to band-aid your earrings when you came into the field house.
Our coach, Christian coaches, nah, hey bro, clean cut.
Oh, you guys had to shave?
No, not shave. I'm talking about like you.
Oh yeah, you could just be out here just.
Yeah, bro. And at one point, game day we had to wear like to school, bro. Like, yeah, y'all gonna stand out from everybody else at school, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah. Dog.
So Coach McGuire's real fast. Last thing on Coach McGuire, because I like that you said that, because his was, you're gonna be better than just regular people. You are. Yes, you're showing your pride in yourself in wearing your suit. Like, we wear jerseys or whatever, but you wore nice shit. Like, you couldn't just wear a shirt and be like, okay. Yeah. Khaki pants. It was we had uniforms anyway, but you could wear khaki pants. But on game day, you had to wear khaki with your jersey. It didn't matter. So it always had to be khaki. I don't know. I could talk about high school football for fucking 20 years. But Tonio, let's move on to the matchups for next week. We're not hurting on time, but we can kind of speed rush these because we already kind of covered it. Texas, Arkansas. This is a big game for Texas. They lose.
It's over with.
You think it's over with?
You can't, bro. That's just like Tennessee. Tennessee lose to Georgia, but I can't say this one thing for Georgia. I mean, I can't say one thing for Tennessee. I can't say about Texas.
Who's better, Texas or Tennessee?
Tennessee, bro. Tennessee. They beat Alabama. Alabama still looks like the best team in the SEC when they want to. When they want to be, bro.
Okay. Like what they did to LSU. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Where the fuck is this? Yeah. And then we'll go right over to the next one. Tennessee, Georgia.
Kirby not losing 3, dog.
I don't think so either.
And I think it's time to bench Carson Beck, bro. It don't even matter.
I'm only gonna say Carson Beck has been in big games and he hasn't won them except that Texas game. And he still played crappy, but he was not shook. And I think that's a big deal, right?
It is, Billy, but
okay.
This Ole Miss game was a big game. And he fumbled not once, not twice, 3 times in the last 7 minutes and threw an interception. That's shaking, Billy. You should.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the NFL matchups because we are thinking about the time.
So let me start off with 2 videos, Billy, because we still talking about college. So let's transition this way. So I can ask you this, but let me show you the funny video of the week, people. If y'all not watching, y'all gonna miss out. And I'll explain it to you. But Billy, for the people that watch it, this shit was funny as fuck to me.
Zone closest man is a Viking. It is picked up by Bynum.
No. Oh no. Is he? Oh no.
Hey, man. Hey, that's the hardest celebration of the year, bro. And for the people that listen on Spotify and Apple Music and iHeart, bro. So if you watch the Olympics and they did the break dancing, player from I forget his name. Sorry, John. Bynum from the Vikings caught an interception in the game last week, and his celebration was the break dancer who won the Olympics for breakdancing, and he was spot on. And it's probably the funniest shit. But I watched that shit for like 3 minutes crying.
That was so good, dude. It's so good I couldn't even laugh. That's how good it was. That was so good.
Hey, bro. Nah, bro, that's crazy. So let's start the NFL off like this, Billy, because I know we can. We got time. We got a lot of time, actually. Billy. So last few weeks, we've been shitting on the Cowboys. Shout out to all my Cowboy fans. Y'all know I hate y'all. That's all love. I'm just playing. But we've been shitting on them, Billy. But Stephen A. and Paul Feinbaum made a point, and they're in a position to do it, Billy. And I just want to see if we want to entertain this. I know the said person, that they're entertaining said I'm straight where I'm at. But when you got Jerry money, Billy, and Jerry will probably let this person have full control. Well, let's see, Billy.
That the Dallas Cowboys should tank the rest of the season, get the number 1 overall pick, so you can draft Shedeur Sanders, and by the way, hire primetime Deion Sanders as your head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. I think that should be Jerry Jones's master plan. That's right, I said it. Hire primetime Deion Sanders. You got to tank the season to make sure you can get his son as your quarterback, okay? And you move forward that way. That is what I believe the Dallas Cowboys should do, because as much as I appreciate the job and appreciate the University of Colorado and the citizens of Boulder, Colorado, giving primetime Deion Sanders this opportunity, the bottom line is when you think about primetime, we shouldn't be thinking about Boulder, Colorado. We should be thinking about someplace else. And I think Big D, Dallas.
But then you're going to be forced to like the Cowboys.
It's all right. For him, I could do that. I could stomach that. I could do that. I can root for them a little bit better.
Paul?
Stephen A., I completely agree. I think they will make the playoffs. I didn't think so a week or two ago. I didn't think they would have a winning season 2 months ago. But what you said about the Cowboys is dead on. I think Deion now knows college football is too difficult. Dealing with the portal, dealing with the NIL, dealing with the bureaucracy of administrators, I don't think long-term will suit him. He's beaten the system. If the season ended today, it was a masterpiece. But I think he can do so much more, especially with someone like Jerry Jones. You can attack Jerry Jones all day long, and it's easy to do.
Deion won't.
But there is a relationship there.
Yes.
And I think it would work. It would be the biggest story in sports. And I think Deion would be very smart to take that phone call.
It would be a business move, Shannon, if you.
So, Billy, I seen you shaking your head a lot, but we just talked about it. So we can't, because at first I was like, what the fuck is Paul talking about? But then, Billy, we just said it. They hating on him in college. Like, they been hating.
Yeah.
It is a bureaucracy. The NIL and the portal's getting way more tricky. They're making rules about it every day. Well, in the NFL, Billy, you ain't got to deal with that. And like he said, hate him or love him, Jerry Jones, the richest man in the NFL, and he can make whatever moves he want to in the NFL, Billy. And he don't never make the right moves, but could he? Yeah. So I ain't saying Deion will, but let's just look at it like, could that be some shit that would change Dallas around? Because I'm like Shannon Sharp. Molly, no, that ain't Molly. Who is that? Is that Molly?
I haven't watched First Take in a long time. I think
who that is.
No, she's on Get Up, I think.
Oh yeah, so whoever that lady was, shout out to her.
Sorry, was that Lauren Rutledge? I think that's from Lauren Rutledge.
Low, whoever it is.
Sorry, John.
My fault to the random white lady on the show. Congratulations to you, whoever you are. But she said Stephen A. would be forced to like the Cowboys, and you heard Shannon Sharp said, "Nope, I could like him though." So yeah, that's what I would do, bro. I still wouldn't like the Cowboys because they ass, fans ass, all of that. But Billy, think about this, bro. Deion, and you got to go back and listen to Deion talk because he talking a lot of parables, bro. But he like, my son ain't never played a game without me. You know, he played the one where I was having surgery. But other than that, I've been with him since he was a shorty. That's what he say, bro.
Yeah.
So if the opportunity presented itself, because Jerry Jones, people don't think, but he watched these sports shows, bro. And I feel like he do the opposite of what everybody say. But this one, he would be like, you know what? Because what Jerry Jones like more than winning, Billy?
Money.
No. More than that.
Oh,
being in the publicity, dog. Hey, what's more publicity than father and son? We already seen it. People still talking about Bronny here in the G League. They mad because he won't fly commercial, bro. That's the biggest story. Father and son. Why LeBron letting Bronny fly private?
Real quick,
so
that is a little silly. Bronny should fly with the team. I'm sorry. Like, Bronny should just fly with the team. That's kind of we'll get into that later. But Tonio, I got two things. The only two though. Number one, anything Paul Feinbaum says, think the exact opposite of what that motherfucker says. Any person this is still my same point. Any person who's bald as fuck, and doesn't shave the side of their head, don't trust him. You don't trust that motherfucker. Shave your fucking head, bro. Look, I know I'm a bald guy, but if I grow my hair, I'll still have a little bit in the front. It ain't all gone right here, okay? The spot in the back's a bit big now. But let me tell you something. Shave your fucking head. Number two, the only reason, and I understand Jerry likes the publicity, but you got to remember, Jerry Jones also, and again, it's publicity, money, and then number three is credit. And if Deion comes to Dallas and makes them happen again, gets them to an NFC title game, it's exactly like Jimmy Johnson. Jerry Jones got zero credit for that. Zero. It was all Jimmy Johnson. Even the team that won the Super Bowl with Barry Switzer, Jimmy Johnson got the credit again because that was Jimmy Johnson's team and Barry Switzer was just fucking there to be there. And Jerry didn't get the credit again.
Well, see, this will be different, Billy, because he made the phone call.
Nope.
It'll be different.
It's not.
He'll pay this time, Billy. He'll pay reporters to say, "Hey, what about Jerry making that phone call to get Deion at your door?" It'll be different this time. I know, cause Billy, you can't be America's team and ain't did shit for America in 26 years, 27 years, however many years. It's been a long time. You can't be America's team, bro. So anything to win, bro, he would do it. I think he would eat that fucking Dak contract, like out of pocket, eat it. Pay Dak. I don't know. You get Shador. You only what's the let's say Shador go number one. What's the rookie contract minimum or maximum?
It ain't a lot.
It ain't, bro. So you're looking at like 15 million, maybe.
Yeah. Something. Yeah, you might be right about that. Something in that.
15 million, dog. Well, Shador ain't hurting because
number one pick might be 25 because the first five are still pretty good.
Maybe, but I don't know. That was just something I wanted to see what we was thinking about.
I think that would be one of the worst moves Deion could do.
Yeah, I don't think it would be good for him, but Stephen A. wasn't wrong about. I mean, and I love it. I love how Colorado has reacted, bro. But Deion is prime time, and I don't know how many years people gonna keep staying up to fucking 2 a.m. to watch prime time play.
I think so. So check it out too, man. Him being in the Big 12 though, he's gotten. If you look at last year's schedule and this year's, he's getting a lot more 4:00 games.
Yeah,
because he is in the Big 12. They play a lot of central teams. You just still have the Arizona State, Utah games that are going to be on late, but that's about it. And I get it, but I think Deion's legacy is more. He's a man of God. I think his legacy is more than look how important I am. I think it comes down to like, hey, I'm helping young men get to the league. They're coming to Boulder to get to the league. But what fucks Tuscaloosa, Tonio? Does Tuscaloosa deserve to be in the spotlight? Fuck no. But what did Nick Saban do? Put him on the fucking map.
Well, see, it's different though, Billy. It's different though, because think about the South, Billy. Why is Tuscaloosa on the map? What don't we have Mississippi, Alabama?
Oh, you're talking about pro teams.
We don't got no pro teams, bro. So you got to pick between New York, the South. They praise college football for that reason. See, not like y'all. We not like y'all. Y'all got 4 pro teams, 5 pro teams.
Yeah,
Florida,
a bunch.
5, 6 pro teams.
We got 3 NBA teams in Texas. Isn't that wild?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
So just look at it like that, bro. Like Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi. Yeah, that's it. Why would we praise college football, Billy?
Kentucky ain't got shit.
Yeah, Kentucky, bro. Why do they praise Duke?
Oh shit, yeah.
Not Duke. I mean, not Duke, but why do they praise Kentucky? Damn, Chris got me thinking. Shout out to Chris. He said that shit. Why do they praise Kentucky, bro? That's why, Billy. So that's why Tuscaloosa is, hey, bro, we got this little team. They don't change their uniforms, but they play a great brand of football, and they guaranteed
same
every time.
Civil rights movement. They got the same shit on.
Yep, same ones that was all white unis is now colored and white unis. That's just how it is, bro. But
there's no black alternate feature. Is just these two.
Yep, that's it. But you think about it,
they don't even wear the all red. They don't even have like red pants to wear.
Nope. It's crimson and gray. That's what you're gonna get out of this. White and gray. That's what we get. But you think about it, Billy. You watch this team, and you know 2 things. They're not gonna change up uniforms, and they got an 80% win probability every game. Boom, I'm gonna make them big.
Let me also throw one more thing at you before we go to the NFL. Deion, again, I'm going to disagree with Paul Feinbaum. Him saying it, number one, he was correct on a masterpiece. Let me credit Paul Feinbaum real quick. This is a masterpiece of what Deion has done. But don't say that this is hard with bureaucracy and all these other things when Deion is winning. Just because it's hard. Just because it's hard doesn't mean he's like, oh, this is hard, I want to quit. That's not number one. That's not a man of God.
I don't think he was going that way with it, Billy. I just think he was talking about what we was talking about, the hoops, like the hoops he had to go through. You can see it this year, bro. The ref literally told him. I should have put this on there. The ref, they were getting fucking beer bottles and shit threw at them on the jump. And the ref was like, oh, your players shouldn't blow a kiss when they score. What?
Yeah, I gotta see that.
What?
It's fucking crazy. The Shador, I know we didn't even talk about this one. Shador getting into it. We'll save this one for next week too, because we're already at an hour. We need to go on to the NFL.
But since we're gonna go to the NFL, I just want to talk to you. I knew it was gonna spark some. I got one last video since we're going to the NFL. Boom. Let's talk about what everybody wants to talk about. Probably the best game of the year in the NFL so far. I'm surprised you, Billy, but let's get into it.
Slow it down, baby. I am a surgeon. Fires. You're never gonna catch me.
Now it's my turn.
Wallace makes the grip. Wallace down the sideline.
Right.
Turning it. Guess who?
William Knifeman.
Throw it. Burrow going deep. Getting free. Chase. Look at this. Just like that. He can't get Jackson. It's a floater. Little jump pass. Touchdown. But wait. There's more. Looks that way. Throw. Oh, look, he's flying. That way.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
It's about to go down.
Oh, great heavens!
What the fuck is that? I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. Right side he goes. Incomplete.
Oh, shit.
Billy, the Bengals Ravens must-see game of the year for sure.
That might be number 2, Tonio, after the Ravens Bengals from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, bro, maybe. So, bro, it's crazy, Billy, because damn, we said it was gonna be close, but this close. And I want to say, Bengals coach came out aggressive all game. It was a lot of 4th and 1s, and he was just like, "Yeah, I got
first quarter, gotta go.
Gotta go for it. Gotta go for it." And he wasn't wrong because he needed it. but I just think I just think that
hold on.
So, and I don't think he was wrong, but he needed every one of them until that last extra point. I think the aggressiveness is what killed him. I get it. Y'all secondary looked all year. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And Kyle Hamilton's out. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, y'all secondary being that ass needs to be studied, bro. Because I get it, it's Jamar Chase, but 3 of them, but like 180 yards, 140 yards, however many yards he had.
4 touchdowns.
Like, 4 of them. All of them. So all but 7 points to him.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Or 6 points since they didn't score the last extra.
You want to hear a crazier stat, Tonio?
I do.
Jamar Chase's worst game against the Ravens was 6 catches, $120, and 2 tugs. That's his worst Ravens game he's played. I get our secondary is ass, absolute ass. Without Kyle Hamilton, we are dog shit. Without Kyle Hamilton, we're going to be dog shit. Okay. Marlon Humphrey said it best even after a win. He was like, yeah, win's cool, but we suck. And I was like, thank God someone knows. At least they know it. Like that's like the first step. What's Alcoholics Anonymous? Like the first step is the minutes or whatever.
I'm a drunk. I'm a drunk. And Billy got me to thinking, bro. Like, I've been asking for Lamar, a wide receiver, but shit, I think Lamar should be asking defense for a lockdown corner, just one. I don't know. Marlon Humphreys is good too. Like, he'll hit somebody and he can cover with it. But I think Marlon Humphrey has to travel with it. Y'all have to try that 1 week just to see.
Yeah.
Because it can't get no worse. It ain't like how it can get worse.
No, and you're 100% right. I think Zach Orr is running a bit of a different scheme with Marlon in there. I think it's just I think there has to be Marlon being a seasoned vet. He does have to. I think he needs to go ahead and take it on the chin and help out his defensive coordinator, who's 35 years old, and give him a little bit of help. Like, so, hey, if he likes running this, let me be the best I can be at running this, and he's just not right now. But yeah, great game. Great game. I was actually very quiet the whole time, just sitting in my chair. The older I'm getting, man, the more that chair is becoming, where it's at.
Yeah, comfort. But I texted to you in the game. I know you ain't gonna respond.
Text me.
I did, bro. I said, I texted group chat, so I guess, but it was more talking to you because we don't want to be talking in there, except for Matt. Shout out to Christian and Chris who don't say shit. Bro, Lamar Jackson is running so far away with this MVP award. He just looked so good. All right, bro, they gonna go out there and score. Okay, bro, that one, and he got robbed of a touchdown that I needed. I just needed him to score that run rushing touchdown where he just tiptoed down the sidelines, and they were like, "Oh, he didn't cross." He definitely did, but then he came back and just floated that hole in the end zone. I'm just like, bro, out here hooping, like, bro, out here
around.
Bro, and that's probably the best pass he could have made for Bateman because he probably would have dropped the bullet. So
that's a good point. Not a lot of people caught that, Tonio. Good catch.
I think, bro, Lamar is out here. He's just toying around with defenses, bro.
Yeah,
like it was a couple sacks where they just showing like people's hands like right here, and he just being like right there. Like, this is my finger, and this is him, and he's just like, and they just like, fuck,
excuse me,
what the fuck? Yeah, bro. So Lamar's really good. I just hope, I really hope Zach. It's like you said, Marlon got to talk to the defensive coordinator, or John. Is it John or Jim? Which one you got? John got to sit him down and be like, hey, bro, we getting cooked because we should be destroying these teams, but You just leaving because nobody can run on y'all. They can't run the ball. But when it come time to air that hole out, it's like open season. And God forbid y'all play somebody with 2 good wide receivers.
Yeah,
it's
no
like,
shit.
Fuck. What do we do? But as a fan, what did you feel?
I feel fine. I think here's the thing: a lot of people don't talk about. Most of the dominant teams in the NFL don't end up winning the Super Bowl. I think you have to have some adversity, and I think this is good for us. What did we do last year? Absolute, utter domination of everybody except the Steelers. Ugh. And what happened? We lose.
Yeah.
I think having a lot of adversity, and that's another thing with the Chiefs. We'll get into those ones too in a minute. Those adversity moments, I think, are make or break the team. I think, like you said, though, Lamar running away with the MVP, Jared Goff having 5 interceptions. We'll get to that game too. Definitely kind of solidified that for Lamar. But Lamar can't afford to have another bad game. I think he needs – if he doesn't play out of his mind, I don't think we win. And I think that's bad. Hopefully when we get to the playoffs, everyone's saying, well, run with Derrick Henry more. He's old. We're acting like Derrick Henry's 25 years old, and we need to give him the ball 28 times. He's a little old. That's fine. But I will say I think we might be waiting for the playoffs to really use Derrick Henry like we were in the previous seasons – or, previous weeks. And now it's going to slow down a little bit for Derrick.
I also think that goal met, got him 100 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let's save him. And then what we didn't do last year in the playoffs, let's turn it on. Derrick, I need you to be Derrick.
Yeah.
Right? Stiff arming. We'll put you in whatever formation. You want us to get in the power eye. I'll give you 2 fucking blockers in front of you. Bro, just give me
Patrick Ricard out there, 350. Yeah. I got you.
Bro, just give me – because like I told you, Billy, I always believe in this because I've seen it work. You give me 3.3 yards a carry, bro. That's what it is. That's the formula, bro.
That's it.
3.3 yards a carry. 3 of them carries the first down. Because I think like what you said, that Lamar's younger. He doing what he need to do. He's got his body right, so we ain't really worried about the injury bug too much. God forbid. Blessings on everybody who's playing the game, but we ain't really too much worry about that. Bro, let's get some more connectivity with these wide receivers, bro. Let's make these throws, Lamar, make these easier passes like you did for Bateman. Get them that touchdown. Let's get their confidence up. Because when you got to really sling it in there, I need you to catch this. Well, if I'm throwing me these little floaters, you doing what you need to do to make sure I get an easy catch.
Yeah.
Now my confidence high. Hey, I can catch this shit. So yeah, I think that's what y'all need, just in case y'all get in the playoffs and y'all need to pass the ball. Now, what I'm thinking, and we'll get into the Chiefs after this, I guess. What I'm thinking, y'all will see the Chiefs again, and their offense isn't as good, but they get bailed out a lot. So I think I would run the ball. My time of possession would be 30.
Real quick, let's not. But yes,
yeah. My time of possession would be 38 minutes in that game. And that's just me and Lamar running read options. Hey, they crashing down now. Here you go, Derrick. Give me 4-5 yards. Oh, they crashing in. Here you go, Lamar. Give me a little scamper to the outside.
Yep.
All right, let's run a little RPO. Here you go, Zay or Bateman, or should even want a tight end, bro. Tight end attack. Let's just do simple shit, bro. Don't reinvent the wheel, but keep the ball, bro. But let's go to the Chiefs, Billy.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of the Chiefs. I thought Denver had one for me. And it just tells you 2 things, Billy. The refs are their favorites. That's their 13th man, the refs. And they're super vulnerable, bro. We seen it back-to-back weeks, bro. Tampa Bay should have beat them.
Yep.
Denver should have walked off with that win. It's hard to get a field goal block in the NFL. I don't know.
Tonio, what did you say though when you were talking about Ole Miss? You talked about both their losses.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, Tonio. That's what it means. Also, fun fact for the gambling on the show.
That's college football. I'm talking about the NFL now.
Okay. If you put $100 on the play before the field goal, if you put $100 on the Broncos to lose that game, you would have won $12,000. Isn't that crazy? And I even told Brad, we were watching the game, and she's like, "Oh, all they gotta do is kick a field goal and the Chiefs lose, right?" And I was like, "Hold on, hold on." I didn't text my pastor. I was like, "Hold on." I texted him the same thing what I'm telling you now. I just told Brad, like, wait, let's watch the field goal go in, and if it goes in, then they win. And what happened? Golly, block.
Sick
of it. I want them to go undefeated, and I want them to face us in the playoffs. That's what I want to happen. In all honesty of my fandom, that's what I want to happen.
Bro, they just trying to compare Pat to Brady even more, bro. I know that's what this is. If he goes 18-1, they'll be like, well, Brady did it. So he got to be like second best quarterback in the league ever, right?
Yeah. But I did want to throw this out here. When all these things going around saying Patrick said to the refs, "Hey, tell me when he's about to go," and talking about, "Oh, well, he wants the ref to tell him when he's going to get hit." And the ref said, "Okay, Patrick." He wasn't asking to let me know when I'm going to get hit. He was asking about Jawan Taylor and that new illegal formation, the way the offensive line, like how far back they are and stuff like that. Because he's jumping, he's false starting every fucking possession, every single possession. And that's all Pat was saying was, "Hey, just give me a warning if he's close." And the ref said, "Okay." That's what it was. It wasn't him getting hit. I hate that. That's where I think too, Tonio, and you have to understand this as a Patriots fan. We hate greatness when we are seeing it. Now you got to live in the greatness, so it's a little different for you.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm doing about Tom Brady. It's the same.
But he ain't as good as Brady. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I do want to say, Billy, for the fans that don't understand, wide receivers do this shit every play. They ask the refs, "Hey, am I lined up cool on the line?" Quarterbacks definitely can ask, like, "Hey, is my lineman lined up right?" That's not that big of a deal, bro.
Let me fix it.
Like, because if you ain't ran the play yet and you ain't ran out of time, how the fuck you gonna flag? I ain't got to be set. I ain't saying shit. So yeah, you can do that. Please let that go. Now they some cheating motherfuckers. Now I ain't gonna say that.
But this particular one,
yeah, that's legal. That's legal. I don't want y'all to think I stand 23 interceptions or turnovers turned over is still insane. And I think Billy said the next team was at like 7. That's still crazy. So they some cheating motherfuckers. But like Billy said, as a fan of greatness, we in a slump right now. We ain't in a Dallas slump, but we in a slump. As a fan of greatness, we seen it, bro. Deflategate, all this shit. Still, I still get mad about the Deflategate, bro, because we beat the Colts 45-0. We beat the dog shit out of them. And y'all think of football with like 2 ounces less was the reason? Them motherfuckers didn't score.
And then you had a week later, you had Troy Aikman and Aaron Rodgers say, "I like mine overinflated." So let's literally the next week. Anyway, let's take it into another great game. Tonio, this one might also be on the nips of game of the year. The Commanders and Steelers. Mike Williams leaves the Jets and goes to the Steelers, and he's caught more touchdowns than the Jets have had in the last 2 weeks, being with the Steelers for 3 days. So, Jaden Daniels is that guy, dude. He didn't have any touchdowns, 0 turnovers also, was getting the ball where he needed to get, let his running backs get it in when they got to the red zone. Jaden Daniels is coming. He's a real MVP candidate for the next couple of years.
He is, bro. And I think, shout out to Christian, but because I'm going to apologize to Christian here in a second, but shout out to Christian. Christian, you were wrong, like always, about quarterback. You're 0 for 2 for the last 2 years. Andy Richardson, trash. And Caleb Williams, trash. But I told you, Christian, I said, Jaden Daniels going to come out because of where he came from, be better. He was like, you think because he's in the SEC. We just won. Michigan just won. Why are we talking about the SEC? Well, the SEC quarterback's in the MVP conversation. Your quarterback's getting his nails done. So, hey, we 2 different quarterbacks. Shout out to the men to get their nails done. I get mine done, but I don't get them painted. So, yeah. But he out there, that's what he worried about, bro. Breaking the nail, Christian. So, yeah, I just want to say Jaden Daniels, like runaway rookie of the year for sure. Yeah. Runaway. He got the Redskins. Billy, you remember when we were talking about the Redskins was just this close to being good with Ron? It was just like, bro, they giving people a game. They just, they need that. Well, now they got that, and now they're gonna be a playoff team. They might be a problem for somebody in the playoffs. Really, it's really crazy to say that about the Red. Are they the Redskins again?
They're the Commanders.
They should be the Redskins. I don't.
And let me throw this fact out here, Tony. I just love talking to you about shit I've learned. Did you know that the family of the face, so that the chief Native American, the face that they were using,
they wanted him to have the name, right? They wanted them to be.
Yes, that family was getting stipends from the Washington football team for that, and they're pissed that they don't get it now. But I just want to throw that out there. But I wonder if this new ownership is going to be able to go and refix it. They probably won't. But anyway, we were on that last year. We were talking about the Commanders. Like, hey, they might have something if Sam Howell can get a little better or do whatever. And then here's Jalen, and it's like, oh shit, that was all they need.
We here.
But hey, let's talk about two things. I'm gonna throw 3 topics at us real quick so we can kind of blow through these a little bit. Bears ass. You already talked about it. Fire their OC. You think they get any better?
No.
Quick answer. Nope.
No.
I think they maybe get a little better for about 2 games, and then they go back to ass. Jets ass. That Aaron.
Hold on, Billy. They're not gonna get better because DJ Moore wants out of there. Your best wide receiver want to leave already. Is over.
Come to Baltimore.
Yep. Or New England. Wherever you decide. He's probably my cousin, so I'm gonna call him. Go ahead. Back to the Jets.
Jets ass. That whole experiment with Aaron Rodgers. Hey, you got to tell him to hang it up. He's fucking washed, dude. Washed.
I got sent a video, bro, and I forgot to upload it about how dumb he said the Jets organization was cursed. How dumb they were to just experiment with Aaron Rodgers and then just be losing the trade because they are. Green Bay's way better.
A lot better. A lot.
Made it to the playoffs, man. So that Aaron Rodgers was washed. I'm talking about like Downy softener and Gain detergent wash. It's bad.
And the defense, since you fired Robert Saleh, who was the fucking quote unquote problem, your defense way worse. I just dropped you in fantasy. That's how bad you guys are. Fucking ass. That defense is ass. Ass, Tonio. They were the number 3 defense last year. The number 3 defense to ass? That don't happen, bro. That doesn't happen. At least for Chicago, they were like the 27th offense, and then they went to ass. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
3rd to ass? 3rd? Come on, man. What are we doing? Big time. Hey, shout out to Rizzioni for the Saints. Interim head coach getting his first dub. First game he ever coached. Bam. Good for him.
Positive firing right there.
Bingo. There's a positive firing. Yes. The Jets are just going. But then, hey, and I'm pissed Matt's not here again. I know you're off work now, and I know you could have joined the show, Matt. The Lions-Texans game. Tonio, are the Lions not a team of destiny?
Shout out to Christian and Matt. I have to apologize to both of y'all. After the 3rd pick that what's his name?
Jared Goff.
The Jared Goff threw, I was like, hey, y'all suck. Because they look like ass.
By that comment.
He was hurt, bro. He was hurt, bro. He's still not going to win MVP now, especially, guys. Y'all can hang that up. 5 picks in 1 game, I'm going to give you MVP. Fuck no. But, bro, we talk about him every week now. Dan Campbell. Hey, man, we playing till the clock say 0-0. And that's what they did. And they came the fuck back and just won. The Lions are undoubtedly the best team in football. I don't care what Kansas City got going on over there. It's bad. It's bad, bro. Them motherfuckers just winning, bro. Like, it ain't. Yeah. They don't be the prettiest wins all the time because they had a pretty win. They beat the shit out of somebody 2 weeks ago.
the last 2 weeks before that Texas game, they was rolling.
Yeah. I think CJ got out of that slump that he was in because he looked great.
Did he? He also had 2 picks.
Yeah, 2 versus 5 Billy. I'm taking 2 all the time.
Sure.
God damn, But they should have won that game. But like you said, bro, I don't know. The Lions just destined not to be ass no more, bro. Like they heard everybody saying, "Oh, it was a fluke." Even Matt said, "I think this was our last year to be good," and they were like, "Fuck you, fake fan. We gonna come out here and be good again." Yeah. Matt, we remember. I should pull that up. I should definitely pull that up. And
I want to say Matt covered his ass by saying, "I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't do good."
Yeah, I think he came around, but he said it at first, so I could clip it to make it look how I want it to look. So yeah, and shout out to Christian. He don't even come on the show no more. And he a Ravens fan, so let's be for real. He said that on the show as well.
I got 2 teams.
Yeah, trash. And he ain't said nothing about Michigan since first game of the year.
Yes. No. He did say we're ass. He did.
Oh yeah, well y'all are. But yeah, but Lions best team in the league.
All right, let's go to some future matchups, Tonio. Tomorrow, this one's just going to be real quick so I can reel it. We got Washington and Philadelphia, Tonio. Who do you got winning the game?
I've been watching Jalen Hurts just will the Eagles to win sometimes, and Saquon just hurting people. So I got the Eagles going out there and picking back up where they left the season before last, and showing Washington like, hey, we know y'all good, but we big bro, and we'll play the Lions in the NFC Championship. I have the Eagles.
Nice.
Who you got?
I'm also going to take the Eagles. I think Jaden is due for a bad game, not an awful game, but just not enough to win this week particularly. I got him in fantasy. I'm going to put him on the bench, so that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen.
He also playing a defensive lineman that picked him up in LSU with one arm, so that might just run a little PTSD on him. Like, man, this dude, I'm a grown man. He picked me up with one hand. Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm with you. I'm glad we got that. Okay, cool. So that one's in for the real. Tight. But let's go. We got Ravens, Steelers. Lamar has been awful against the Steelers his whole career. His whole career has not played well. He doesn't have one good game against the Steelers. You can pull up every stat you want. Not one good game against the Steelers. We got Kansas City and Buffalo. If Buffalo wins, they're still a game behind Kansas City in the AFC. So Kansas City still has home field advantage. And then we got a quiet good game with the Bengals Chargers. I'm pretty excited about that game, actually, Tony.
So I'll run them down real quick. I got Lamar finally dropping and having a good game. And a good game probably be like 250 yards and like 3 tugs, whether they be by air or by foot.
Okay.
Derrick Henry has a touchdown in this game, and they win it. That Steelers defense is going to get tired of being on the field because the offense blows a little bit.
Russ is good, Todio.
You say that every year, Billy. Shut up. He had that one good game, and he just shut up, Billy. He's a Subway commercial. That's all he is. I think I'm rooting for the Bills, even though I don't like Josh Allen. I just want the Chiefs to lose. That's all. That's it. Yeah, bro. I just want them to keep losing. Like I hate the Chiefs. And then for the Bengals game, I think they got a sour taste in their mouth about that loss that they had last week. And they go out there and it's a close game with the Chargers because Chargers are gonna run the ball on them. But their run defense ain't look bad. Well, they did when Lamar started running. But they don't got no Lamar over there, and Justin Herbert is not a winner. So yeah, I got the Bengals. Now, who you got? I ran it down real quick.
So I'm hoping the Ravens can get a dub. I need Lamar to give us a good game against Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh, it's hard, it's cold. It was 76 degrees in Cincinnati last Thursday, or excuse me, in Baltimore last Thursday, and he had on a beanie and a fucking whole ski mask because he was cold. It's going to be a little colder in Pittsburgh. And I'm taking the Ravens. But with that, I think I'm taking Kansas City, man. Like I said, I think they go undefeated and get to the playoffs, play us, and hopefully we beat them. I've never been a Josh Allen supporter. He is playing out of his mind. I will say I was wrong this year, saying he would regress a lot, and he has not. He had those 2 really awful games where I was like, "Yeah, I told you," and then now it's kind of back to, "Oh, okay, maybe he is pretty good." And the Bengals Chargers, like I said, I'm really excited to watch the game. It's Sunday night, so that's pretty exciting. I like Sunday night games that I want to watch. I hate it when it's a prime time Sunday night game and it's just the Vikings Colts. Like, I don't want to fucking watch this, dude. What are we doing? You know?
It's just like that one year where Denver was every Monday game. It's like, bro, come on.
Oh, dude. Don't even, bro. They had like 2 Sunday night games. They had 2 Monday nights and 2 Thursdays. Bro, that shit was ass. But yeah, let's get into something positive, man. We ain't done this in a minute. But let's go straight to you.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline.
To the baseline.
Woo!
I know.
Exciting.
It's been I know it's been a minute. I know if Chris was here, he'd be like, why the fuck we talking about basketball? But we talking about it, Chris. Come back. We're gonna talk about one subject, and get y'all up out of here. But wait, we got more than one, Billy?
I got one more for you.
All right, bet. Well, Billy got a surprise one. But we're gonna talk about Clay versus Steph for the first time. It was a show, Billy. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it. They were going back and forth at each other. Clay hit the shimmy after he hit a 3. And I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna get good. And it did get good. And then Steph was like, boy, you might not know who I am. I'm the Big Splash brother. And he won the game and then hit the night celebration. But it was like friendly, bro. But I don't know if I sent you the video. Actually, I seen you a lot of TikToks. You never watch them. You say you don't get them. I don't
get them.
You gotta check that. But it was a montage of Steph doing like a behind the back pass to a player that wasn't Clay, but then they showed Steph doing that same pass, and Clay was right there in that spot to hit the 3. And they just like, damn, bro, they really broke it up. So it was kind of dope to see them doing that, bro. But it still don't feel right to watch
Clay in that jersey.
Yeah, to watch Clay without Steph and Killer Dre.
Yeah.
It just don't make sense, bro.
Shout out to the fans in Golden State. They did awesome. They didn't boo them, and they understood 4 times. Bro, you won 4 chips with this team. Like, this is I hate it when people come back and get booed, and it's like even Detroit did it last year to Matthew Stafford. It's like, shut up, stop. What is fucking wrong with y'all? But loved it. Made sure I watched that game. It was a great game. Steph looked like a fucking monster. He's coming the flex. So he had a flex. I don't know if you remember it. He had a flex and then another flex and then a screen. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, like we always make fun of Steph for being a little whitewashed and, suburban kid and all this shit. But he came out like a fucking true gangster and a true baller out there. And I was like, all right, this is pretty tight.
I still will make fun of you, Steph. You're a baller, but gangster, you are a gangster just the way Billy pronounced it. True gangster, with every letter in the word. No, you're not. But you did have a night though, so I'll give you that. But you're not.
That's a gangster move right there. That is a gangster move, right, bro? Come on.
He's not a gangster. But what's number 2,
bro? Joel Embiid comes back to the 76ers to a not so great crowd. They just didn't give a fuck at all. The Sixers like 2-7 or something.
Bro, it's so bad. It's so bad, bro. And I don't know. And it's so hard to say is it Joel or is it Paul George? Because the Paul George experience ain't worked nowhere but Oklahoma, bro.
Well, it's Paul George's fault. He's the only one been playing the games. Joel just got there.
Bro, Paul George on a minutes restriction too. So it's like, yeah, what are we?
I know I keep laughing, but it was just like the Philly fans were acting like this is Joel's fault, and he just started playing. It just like You know, like when you click the game and it's just like, all right, let's check the score, and it's like it's not doing so hot. Joel touches the ball. Boo!
Bro, cause Billy, I've been telling you, bro. It's been like 8-10 years, bro. The process not processing, bro. The Philly fans are tired.
What were they doing before? That's what I want. That's why I don't understand. It's like they were winning all these finals, and Joel got there, and they just shit the bed. That's not what happened.
But who's Joel been talking shit since he been there though? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Do what? What the fuck? I'm waiting. Hey, do it.
Talk about Rihanna. That's what he was trying to talk about.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, they just carrying on from the Olympics, bro. Like he just feel like he in France again. They sorry as hell too, bro. They might not make the playoffs.
They'll probably
make Tyrese Maxey hurt too, bro. Like,
yeah, that's not good for the Sixers. Now, do you really think they don't make the playoffs? You want to bet a case Fago on it? They're making the playoffs in the East.
I mean, bro, you gotta think Charlotte's winning this year.
Yeah.
You just flip flop teams, Billy. Orlando was number 4 last year, and they good again.
Yeah,
I think the Pistons don't have the worst record in the league. It's the fucking Sixers, bro. And they're competing on being ass with the Bucks. Darvin Ham and fucking Doc Rivers are a nightmare duo, bro.
You gotta get them out of there, both of them. Just be like, hey, this ain't it, dude. Hey, well, you know what's great though that Matt and Chris aren't here. We didn't talk about LeBron for that whole segment.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But that was great. We'll get in more into the NBA the further it goes, but I just want to talk about those 2 games. I made sure I watched them. But I think it was last night.
Boo.
Dude, I was like, God damn, dude. Like,
hey, man, let's get out of here, Billy. I need that.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline.
To the baseline.
All right, man. So I got something a little fun. We've talked about a little bit of fantasy, but let's talk about the best rookie receivers. All right, so keep it in mind. Rookie wide receivers. You got your earliest one in 1998. This will be an easy pick. Your earliest receivers in 1998. The most points per game of fantasy wide receivers. Their rookie year.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Way better than Keyshawn.
Rookie year?
Nah. These are big names. Almost all of them are big names.
98.
Randy
Moss.
That's number 3 with 19.17 points per game.
And you said from 1998 to now?
Yeah. Most of them are new. There's one more guy from 03. You might not get this one. This one's probably one of the harder ones. Had a great playoff run.
In 03?
No, not in 03. In 2012, he had a great playoff run, but 03 was his rookie year.
2012, who won the Super Bowl?
Raiders.
Y'all?
Yeah.
He played with y'all? Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden, okay. I kind of gave you that one.
Yeah, he did. Antonio Brown.
No, I thought so too. I thought he'd be on the list. He's not.
Megatron.
Nope.
Bro, who better than him?
Fantasy. Remember, it's fantasy. It's not just a wide receiver. It's fantasy points per game.
Terrell Owens.
Nope.
Big names, bro?
Yeah, think about some bigger names. We talked about one a lot on the show today.
Who the fuck did we talk about on the show today? We talked about no wide receivers on the show.
We had a big highlight video.
But we had a Lamar Jackson video. Oh, goddamn Jamar Chase.
17.92. That's number 4 on the list.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson is 17.14. He's number 7 on the list. So you're missing one?
Not Antonio Brown, but what's his name? AJ Brown.
Nope.
DK.
Nope.
Tyreek Hill.
Say it again.
Tyreek Hill.
No.
Is it a white guy on the list?
No. Kinda. One's not black, but he's not white. Played last. It was last year.
From the Rams.
You almost said his name.
Fuck how you say his name. Fuck, say his name, Billy. You know.
Puka Nacua.
Yeah, Puka Nacua. You knew what the fuck I was talking about. Shit.
You got 3, 4, 5, 6. You're missing 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10. Who's
Odell Beckham?
Odell Beckham is number 1. His rookie year, he had 24.58 fantasy points per game.
Shit. Fuck.
All right, and then you missed who's known for one route. Got a big contract, and you ain't seen shit from him since.
Hollywood Brown.
Nope. Hollywood never got a contract after his rookie year.
One route. I'm thinking it's the go route.
It's not the go route. It's the opposite of the go route.
Slant.
Slant. Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. That's number 8. So you're missing 9. So look, you're number 9, 2, and 10. But I need you to get number 9 first. This one's a little easier. One of the greatest receivers of all time, so underrated. Doesn't get nearly enough credit.
So it ain't Terrell Owens.
Nope. Underrated. Just not appreciated.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Not his rookie year. It's the rookie years.
Greatest receiver. I feel like we talked about him on the show before. Is he a Cowboy?
Nope. 1,000-yard receiver for fucking 10 years.
Oh, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. Okay, that's number 9. So now this is where I really wanted to put it on the show. The next two, number 2 is a rookie, and number 10 is also a rookie this year.
Malik Neighbors.
Yep.
It's number 10.
It's number 2 at 22.83 points per game.
God damn.
A lot. That's crazy.
And it's another rookie going crazy like that?
Yeah. And you ain't thinking about him at all.
We played well.
Don't tell me. I'm not giving you any hints on this one. It's a rookie receiver of this year. This one's easy.
Bro, that's a lot. I just went back to 2003. Now I got to come back to 2024. Malik Neighbors. Brock Bob. He ain't
no tight ends. Yep.
I'm lost, bro. Rookie.
Think about the draft.
I'm thinking about the draft. I'm going blank.
Before Malik Neighbors, Tonio.
Oh, fucking ugly man. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. And I wanted to bring those two up. You know who has both of those receivers on his team?
Matt
Christian. Has Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. in these all-time rookie fucking stats. That is crazy. I just wanted to throw that out there. I thought it'd be a little fun. I hope you had some fun guessing.
That's funny as fuck. Bro. The hardest one, was that Anquan Bolden. If you wouldn't tell me that shit, bro.
Yeah, that was one I had to kind of get.
Yeah, for sure. But look, that shit was kind of dope. I know we ran y'all a little long this week, but it's been a dope show. It's been a really dope show. It's just me and Billy, and we seem to somehow talk way more, way longer. It's crazy. But Billy, got anything else for the people?
No, like I said in the beginning of the show, hey, we're fixing everything now. Everything's almost done except the YouTube. The only thing I don't like about it is it's Brick Shots with Billy Antonio 1783. I don't know how we got that one, but it's something that's harder to change. I think it's kind of like changing your name on Facebook. It's one of those hard things. But that's what we're working with right now. That's all I want to say. Hey, appreciate you guys listening. But that's it. Tony, you ain't got nothing else?
I don't, man. Just make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, bro. I know it's a little lengthy, but make sure y'all listen all the way out. We might shout you out. We might say some shit y'all missed. And we funny, bro. We have a good time on here, man. But I appreciate y'all chilling and listen to us every week, man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick shots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.